Okay, we're good.
we go. We are live. We are the Mad Scientists. I'm Mad Frankie. This is Violet Igo.
Oh, tickle, 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 tickle.
In that one.
There we go.
There we go. Hello, everybody.
Got it.
Right. Well, we have a few things lined up today.
Well, let's say hello to people because we don't want to neglect anyone. We always say hello to
Liz
Liz.
is always so hi, Liz. Then we've got
Liz and Evie's here, and Ann's here, and Paula's here, and woohoo!
Yep.
Let's see who else. Colleen's here. Yay! Colleen's made it. Let's see. For anybody, we had a train wreck of a craft table. Happy Friday from my train wreck of a studio. That's from Ann. I know the feeling.
right.
Let's see.
Well,
Okay.
let's I'll dismiss you for a moment.
Sure.
There we go. And we'll see that we've got quite a few things cluttering up the space here. So what we've got is some pieces I've been patinating because I want to use those. So I need a nice bit of tissue.
I have a question.
Yeah.
We were doing so well. Your lighting is different today, is it?
Sorry. Is that better?
That's better. Okay, that's better. Hi, Colleen.
Find that.
That light is okay, but you need another one on the other side to balance it out.
Well, I do have another light there. Let's see. Hang on a minute. Let's try this one.
Let's see.
And this one. Is that better?
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Okay.
That's a keeper. All right.
For me to see as well, so that's lovely. So before we start, I just want to show you this lovely book. This is Reclaimed Textile. It's one of those ones that's covered with a soft velvety feeling cover by Kim Thitichai with techniques for paper, stitch, plastic and mixed media. All right. And it's lovely. It's got some gorgeous things in here. Simply super. There's somebody making some shoes or covering some shoes rather. All sorts of things that you can get inspiration from. Look at that lovely wooden printing book. You see that?
I can. I'm writing. I'm writing everything down because I want that book now. Dang it.
And here she is using. Now she's in the UK somewhere using crunchy packaging and Heinz baked beans, the packet that goes around the cans, and keep treating it. Now she keeps it as it is. She doesn't paint it or anything, but I'd quite like to try painting it as well. Can you see the crunchy one there?
You know, I've actually done that. I've taken plastic potato chip bags, plastic, whatever they're made of, cellophane or whatever, and I've taken my heat gun to them. Oh, look at that.
That is a fish sculpture made from hubcaps by Ptolemy Elrington. Oh, wow. Wonderful. I keep seeing hubcaps on the road and wanting to stop and pick them up, but it's usually when I can't stop. Working with textiles. So it's got some wonderful things in here.
Paula says, what the heck? I seem to have all the same books. I have this one also.
Well done. Don't need to keep talking about that then. Good.
Excellent book. I wrote it down. So I can put it on my wish list. I like that one.
I am going to secure this first. That's the first thing I'm going to do. Now I've cleaned this with a tissue, and now I'm going to put some of this Renaissance wax on it. Right. Now this will change the color, but that does not matter. I'm going to use a bit of tissue to pick some up and rub it on. It's going to protect it as well as seal it. You know, it's going to stop it from getting any different. I've cleaned this area quite a bit. Let me get you a bit closer. I've cleaned that area quite a lot so that we've got a nice clear area showing some of the marks I made. There's no point making loads of marks and then not having them available to look at. That's what I thought anyway. So I'm putting it on here. Daddy not let you have anything. Daddy's got pizza. He usually gives him some, but not yet. He likes to eat without the drool going on his foot.
Oh, sorry. I was going to respond to Colleen. She said that, because I said I was putting that on my wish list, and she said Christmas is coming. And around here, it's just him and I for holidays and that. We don't really do holidays, not even birthdays and that. It's kind of, we do, but we don't. It's kind of like, if you want it, get it. If you want it, afford it, get it. You don't have to wait for Christmas. You don't have to wait for your birthday. If you want to call it your birthday present or whatever, you can. But yeah, he's pretty much, he's sitting right here. So, but he's got his back to me. You know how I like to talk about him behind his back. So, yeah, so I don't have to wait for Christmas if I want it. But what I do have to wait for is the 50 other quadrillion things that I have on my wish list.
There is that, yeah.
And it's also a book. In these cases, when it comes to these books that Fran showcases, I much prefer the hard copy. I tend to go with the ebooks because we keep moving and we just can't handle packing books and moving books and whatever. So we kind of stuck to ebooks. But these books that Fran showcases, these, you got to touch these things. You've got to touch them. You've got to get your nose right into them. And so, yeah, this book is on my list. And there's only about, how many, Fran? Maybe 12 books.
Only 12?
Maybe.
Which ones are you leaving out?
Yeah, exactly. Yes, Fran, the book enabler.
I'm sorry, guys. I just get these really nice books. It's from being a daughter of two librarians. It's kind of stuck with me.
How much of a coat do you put on? Quite a lot?
I want to be able to see it, and then I rub a lot of it off when I smooth it with the tissue, you see.
Oh.
So I can see that it's there. I can see the swirls of my fingerprints as I'm doing this.
Hi, Mariah.
So I'm going to just rub that off, rub it back. Oh, do that.
Wow.
That's the front. Can't have that.
It sounds cool too.
Well, I've done the other side, so that's that one. So I can now put that on. So I've been testing various things to put them on, and I thought this one was going to be too long, because if you look at the original, well, I've got some here that I've been cooking.
What do you mean by too long? Oh, the back. I see.
Yes. I thought it was too long, but I popped it in here, and that's when I thought it was too long with my big press that I'm going to show you. And I thought, oh, you know, it's too long. But I pressed it again, and then I pressed it again really firmly, and I got it right down to that. So that's pretty darn good.
So that's not a backing on there. That's not a backing. That's not another piece backing on the back of that. That's just that stem comes down.
No. That's another backing piece on that.
Okay.
Which I was sorting out. Let's see what we've got in here. So we've got the pieces I've been cooking. That's one. one of these.
I can see it. I can see a little. Yep.
Yep. So there's a fair bit of gnudge on it because it's been sitting in the vinegar for a while and rusting quite well. So those are done. And I've got the backs as well. These are different backs that I was trying out there. They were originally gold.
There you go.
They were originally like these.
Oh.
So I gave them a little sand with a piece of sandpaper, just a little bit of a sand. And then you've got that and that as the back, thin little washer. That's what I did on there. So that's that one.
Okay.
And if it's that's the top. And if it's done in here, then it's going to be a lovely colour like the one I just put down there. That one. It's going to be similarly rusted and turned into something nice and grungy. So we'll get those out. And I'll get the other ones out as well. I should have a little pair of pliers somewhere. Usually got a little pair of pliers somewhere.
Yeah,
oh, there's one. There we go. So I can get these out. These are the other sides. These go on the back. And these are the front of the other ones. I wanted to use those, but I think I'm going to go with the ones I originally wanted. And these are the thin little discs for the other side. I got 4 of them. Let's keep the bits of potato in there.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful surface, but I mean, you could just put it in the vinegar like that and just do it on its own.
Colleen says, appreciate you showing it what they look like when you started, the before and after.
Yeah, it does help to see what you can start with and end up with, doesn't it?
Especially
right, just put that away as it's messy.
Just a few potato chips crunched up, some extra salt, and some malt vinegar.
Load of vinegar. Yeah, it was malt. It was distilled malt vinegar.
Yeah.
So there we have all the grunginess you could want. So if I go over this one, this was originally brass. Well, it looked like brass on the top, but it's a coating, so I sanded some of it off, and that's what I got. And I've got this creature over here to do the work for me, because it's got this lovely, great big long arm, you see.
That thing is beautiful. And yes, I do have the name of it specifically that Fran gave me. This is what it is. But I could not find this brand, the Dinah Living brand, in my Amazon in the US.
He's finished his dinner. That's all that's left.
That's all he left you?
That's a breakfast pizza. Yeah. There's a new one they brought out. They didn't have that before.
So there's the name of her grommet machine there, her hand pressed grommet machine. But like I said, that particular brand I can't find on the US Amazon, but there are others that are similar. And I think she said that one was less than $40, just less than $40 for her.
Pounds, yeah.
Well, Colleen, you don't need the chips. The chips were an added that I happened to catch Fran doing. You don't need the chips. You could just use.
You can just put it in a tray with some salt and spray a little bit of vinegar on. I've got some vinegar and water in a little spray like this. You see, so 1-to-1, and spraying that on does wonders. It started decaying this beautifully.
All I used was a combo of vinegar and water and salt, and I didn't measure all the. Well, see, the chips are important to me too because I'd be eating them while I was watching the rustification taking place.
Well, I used a whole box of whole packet of crisps. I mean, the little ones, you know.
Yeah. Right. And then you crunched them all up. You broke them all up.
Yep.
So.
I did. So I'm going to keep this black.
Yes. Do you want to zoom out so we can see what you've got there? Yep. There you go.
Not so much out into that. Just let me tighten this up a bit. It seems to want to fall over. There we are. So I'm going to make some holes here.
Right. That's what I'm guessing your third circuit should be.
I'm going to turn that over.
I'm going to mute for a little bit because he has to do a work phone call.
I'm going to put that extra bit underneath because that'll probably fall off otherwise, that one. And turn that over. Oh, I should have put some glue on. Never mind, I've done it now. Don't really need glue if I'm using this stuff.
You're actually, the top is off camera. There you go. I know it's difficult to.
Sorry, yeah. So we've got all the bits here. Let me move this up so I can get what I'm doing in shot. Right. So I want one on the other side. So where's my little cutty thing? Do I want that one? I'm not sure. Do I want that one? Yes, I want that one. So what I'm going to do is, you probably won't be able to see it, but you see the holes, and this is the punch I'm going to be using, right? Does it say which one it is? I don't think it does, but you can. There are 3 of them. These Fiskars. I got them as a set of 3, right? One of them is really wide, as you can see there. That's really quite wide. One of them is almost like a pin. It's really, really small. Come on, focus, you beast. There. You can see it's really, really thin.
There it is.
That's not the one. I want the one in the middle, the one that's in between the 2. But it's not the big one, that's the one in between. And I think when you look up Fiskar's punches, it does say what it is. But I've got to put my little torch on so I can see what I'm doing, because I'm no good with close-up work without that.
I know we can get
on my close-up sight, when I had an operation to improve my general sight.
We did? Okay.
Got to make sure I'm not actually trying to cut the metal again, otherwise it just won't cut. There we go. Got one. Hooray! So I'll do the same with the others. I'm going to have trouble with the little one, the one in the end here, because I can't reach that far in.
Uh-oh.
But we will just use the punch and see what happens. There we go, got it lined up. There we go. So 3 of them. Third one, I can't get to it. I could probably do it with a crocodile. In the meantime, we'll do the others.
Well, you could probably
that's
stab it
from the top.
Stab it with an awl too.
Yeah, you could do. Yeah, I've got one. I've got a thing over there that I can do it with in a minute.
There you go. So this
There we
is
are. I've put it on, so it's only just popped in place.
so
It's
this
not
is
complete.
that grommet, that
Sorry?
this is where you use that handheld machine.
Yep. See, I've got that in lined up, and I can just
There you go.
push to snap it in position. It's not sealed or anything, but it's in position. I can do the last one there and put. That's not the right one. That one.
Hi, Acme.
Because I kept thinking I was going to be able to do that.
Here's where I was always getting confused, and I don't know why. Other than I'm a redhead, I don't know. But
That's fine.
The difference between the grommet and the eyelet. I probably knew this. It's just that it.
The grommet has no hole.
Yeah.
The eyelet has a hole. Now I've dropped one of those beastly things. I don't know where.
Like a washer. So
I probably never do that now, so I'll have to just do 3 and do the other one when I found the other eyelet. I don't know where that went. I heard it fall, but yeah. So I'll just do the 3. It's all the same procedure anyway. So let's zoom out somewhat so I can use this. Now then.
Oh, you're going to poke us right in the eye with the handle of that.
Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. I'm just putting it in. Let me see if I can get this at a better angle for you.
Yeah, I never gave it much thought, Evie. I thought they were like same difference, but they're not really. I mean, the grommet is like a metal button, and the eyelet is like it's like 2 washers pressed together, or 1 washer pressed together, and I need the eyelet actually to.
There we are. There's 1. Two.
Look how easy you're doing that.
3. And look at how good that is. How flush that is. Lovely. I've only got to do that last one when I find the other end. Goodness knows what I've done with that. So that will pop that out at the same time. But this here, I can do with that other. Is this the one with a? Yeah, that's got one in it. And this is the set that I took the pieces out of. It comes in different sizes, you see. So I've got an extra long one there for really thick material.
We can't see it, but I did see one on Amazon like that package.
Very long. This is the size of one I just used. That one. And you can even get one even smaller. Like that. Really small. So, I've got this. I don't think I need that, actually. I just need... That's too big. Where's the other one?
Yep, a rivet grommet. It's the same. They're one and the same. A rivet grommet. It's what the is in the description of handheld press.
No, I need a hammer. Hammer.
And what you're doing, sort of setup that I have a little punch that I found with the graph.
I'm doing this very tenderly because I don't want to hit you guys, otherwise known as my Kindle. So I'll put you up out the way and have another go. That's better. That went through. Well, it went through most of it. Let's get a big hammer.
Yeah, but Ian's gonna be pounding on the wall, so keep that in mind.
Well, you can see where it is now, so that's okay. Put that away. See if I can find out of the rivet. Just a brief look. If I can't, I won't hunt any further. Just want to see if it popped down here.
This is truly mixed media, guys. This is black cardstock. This is a piece of copper foiling, I guess you would call it, that
Yeah.
patina that she soaked. Patina, you say it your way, I'll say it mine. And then the rivets. I mean, and then you've got on the other side you've got gel press paper.
Yeah. And cardboard in between.
Mm-hmm. And she ain't done yet.
Well, I'll either have to wait and find that silly thing from wherever it's gone, or else do another one. I can do another one if I want to.
Which is why you should always remember to do spares.
Yeah, well, I didn't, did I?
No.
But we've got 3 done, so that's something, isn't it? That will now slide through there. And I thought I was going to have to make that bigger, and I think I still will. Yeah, I'll make that a little bit bigger.
Yep.
So we'll leave that for now, because that's doing quite well. But before we finish with this, I did find the other punch that I couldn't find the other day. Let's get that out of the way.
Yep, close up your box of eyelets and grommets there so they don't spill. Very good.
Well, put it away. There we go. And let's get the copper out again. The copper foil I was using. I'm going to cut a piece of that, pop it in there, make sure it's going through all right. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
That does not seem to want to come out.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
That's because that's stuck.
There's or something. Uh-oh.
It is all right. Just cut that piece off there with a pair of scissors. I wish I wouldn't do that, doggy. And I can trim that.
Yep, I think I learned mine from Graphic Fairy, Diane. I have a membership with Graphic Fairy, and
there we go. Pop it back in.
I put a lot of great info and digits in there.
There we are. Hang it back up out the way. Go on, off you go. I just knocked my press down. Thank you. There we are. Now you leave it alone. No, no, no. You go back and see Daddy. Mummy's busy.
Do you have a piece of pizza sitting there?
A piece of what?
Pizza.
Pizza. No, no. He'll have had some pizza, though.
I was going to say, maybe he smells your piece.
So what I've got to do is just sand this. I mean, I can't do it like that very well, but that shows you that it will. What I'll do is I'll use my big drill and sand it with the wheel. Much easier to do. But that's how you get rid of the horrible bright orange stuff that they've put on and get down to the real copper. See? And I'll do the same with this as I've done with the other copper, putting it in the little bath. And then we'll have a piece to secure to the other side and we'll be getting closer to it. So while we're here now, I'm going to do a bit of trying this 3D registration. Okay, wrong one. Put that away before I finish.
3D registration on the gel plate.
Yep, on the gel plate. That's what I'm going to do. Put these away. There we go. Put that out of the way. And those two little things out the way. And I'll move this as well. Now, if you don't have those sort of securers, just before we start with the gel plate, you could use these kind of little brads. But the idea with those would be to do these before you put the covering tissue on. I like the look of this myself, so I'm quite happy with that. But if you put these on, they're going to come through two little flanges, and then you're going to have to cover them up with something. Probably put a bit of, I would put a bit of card or something on them, then put the nice tissue with the lovely pattern on, so that way it's protected and won't come through the tissue and tear it. Okay? Right, we'll put those up there. And we'll put my little thingamies over there. Oh, sit still. So I've got a thing about doing selling and with the various paints. We'll do the 3D thing in a minute. Is that you want a paint that is thinnish. Now this is not thin, but it's something that Stuart Semple or whoever it is making them for him puts in it that makes it an odd consistency, so that although it's a thick paint, it still sells like mad. Mm-hmm. I think it must have some sort of a oiliness in it or something. I'm not sure. I don't know. I have no idea what the constituents of this is. So we'll see what happens with that. There's my little piece of copper I'm going to need. I've got that in a bin. That's a safety staple. And I'll pick up my plate. There we are. So we've got some various... Oh, I should have a sheet underneath, shouldn't I? If Patricia's watching, she'll be telling me off. There we are. The thing about that press I've got for the grommet press is that I'm thinking it will work over canvas as well. Because you know that I've got a... Where's my canvas? It's over there. Let me just show you what I mean. I'm not going to do it now, but you'll see what I mean. This has got a wooden surround, so I can't get anything like a crocodile in there. I could do it by hand stamping, but I'm not very good with that, which is why I got myself this, because I think that is just going to fit. Look at that. It's just fitting. Whoa, look at that. It fits. So wow. I can get that over the wood to do it in wherever I want in the middle of the piece, you know, like there. So I can put the nest down. Yeah, just goes through. Look at that. Lovely. Very pleased with that. I hadn't actually tested that before, so I'm really pleased that worked. You can imagine. Right, let's do a bit, shall we? So we're going to do some stuff now. Now I've got various things here. Somewhere I've got some asemic writing. What did I do with that? Oh, there it is. It's over there. Hold along for just a moment. Here we are. Asemic writing. All right. I'm going to be able to have a go with this.
I love that.
I've widened all the pieces, so everything that I usually have it that way up. All these pieces were much thinner in the previous one. Have I got a previous one here that I can show you?
I can't wait to play with that one.
Yeah, I must put it in up for you in the anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can't seem to find the other one. I was going to show you. Oh, there we are. Here we are. Here's one of them. You can see that it is much smaller in some way. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It is much smaller.
It's still nice though, right?
Yeah, but it's much. You can see it against that one. Look at it.
Right.
It is. This is much thicker, so you're going to get a better amount of paint through to create a better look. I mean, that was nice, but it was sometimes a bit too thin to work properly. So that's why I made it a bit broader. I think that will work a bit better. And also brought back my painty circles and made some different sizes so that I can have a nice little play with those different sizes. That'll be lovely. So as we want to have a go with this 3D thing, let's see if we can do anything. Now,
so this asemic writing stencil here, is this something going in the shop or is it already in there?
I can put, no, it's not already in there, but I can put it up if Mariah wants it. Put it in the Dropbox.
Mm-hmm. So, Mariah, if you would like that in the shop,
some various
something.
She's not here, is she?
She was here.
I don't think she is.
I know.
Is she?
Yeah, she was earlier.
Yeah.
She may have had to go get. I may have missed it, and she had to go get Izzy or something.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah.
So I'm going to cut a piece out of this because I want to. I don't know if it's going to work on tissue. I'm going to start with tissue and see if it'll work. If not, I've got paper up there as well. I can try that.
Probably it's Friday. She's probably multitasking greatly again today.
Yeah, wouldn't be at all surprised.
Well, it is sort of. It does remind me. Paula says it looks more like Egyptian, but very lovely. It does remind me of that in a way.
Yes, well, some of them maybe. I also might have been thinking about Chinese. I mean, that looks a little bit Chinese.
Yeah, I still like it. I want.
But I doodle it. But I haven't turned them into stencils yet.
I can make some slippers.
So, if we're going to try that, let's get some paint down. And we'll do the 3D first, and we'll do a bit of beading towards the end. So, 3D, for what I think is going on, I mean, I was looking at that print of Susan's. Here we are. Susan Fernandez, this print of Susan's, right? And it looks to me like it almost looks like it's slipped. I don't know whether it's actually slipped or just the way it's been put down second time. So we'll have a try and see what we can get. May not get anything. So we'll put something down.
So everyone knows, Fran is referring to Susan Hernandez. I don't think I have her name correct.
Fernandez. It has an F. It's not an H. It says
Fernandez.
Fernandez.
She watched
Correct.
last
Okay,
Friday
normal.
or whatever, and she posted some pictures on her own of what she tried to do, what Fran did. She was beautiful pictures, and Fran's going to try to replicate.
Well, I only did it by mistake, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't trying for anything like that when I did it. So I don't really know what happened. So it's a good idea to try and figure that out.
Mm-hmm.
Right, now I've got 2 of those, 2 sheets.
Yeah, that would, Anne says, no, Susan, no, not Susan Dufresne, Susan Fernandez. Anne says some on your Semitic writing, some of the figures look like Native American cave drawings. I like the variety of the symbols writing. Yeah, I'd
That's
probably lean more towards Native American writing with scratches.
It does, some of them look, I thought, looked a bit Aztecish. Like maybe these.
Mm-hmm.
Look a bit Aztec. I don't know. Depends which way up you look at them, doesn't it? Yeah. Well, that looks to me like an F, but if you do it that way around, it doesn't. So,
yeah. Hi, Julie. Welcome, welcome.
So let's get some color on this. So what do? I don't want to use the black just yet. I want to try and get a decent. How about blue-black? That would be nice.
Well, I noticed when Susan did it, the colors that she used gave us a good look at the definition.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. So this may be a completely wrong thing to do. So I might have to come back and do something with
do a lighter color. Yeah.
So here we go. Let's see what we might get. Oh, let me remove the moon over there. Right, first go. Picking up. Pick that up. Pick that up. Put that down. Trying not to get any wrinkles. So that we can print on again to do the 3D thing if we can manage it. And possibly this one as well. Possibly. Well, it's definitely got some blue reflecting in there. So what I could do would be put that down again. And go over it with some of this.
Hi, Candy.
I wonder what I've done with that. Well, we'll just go with that for the moment. A little bit more, I think. I was going to put another colour on, but I can't find the other colour I wanted. So I'll just go with the green.
Do you not have your cart right there with all your paints?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Now then.
Can she do it? Drum roll.
I don't know. We'll have to see. It's definitely skewed, but is it skewed in the right way? Of course, another way to do it would be to get a impression plate made from this and use that to slightly change the register.
Mariah's been in and out. She said, what stencil is this? Mariah, this is Fran's latest Asemic writing stencil. And if you want it for the shop, she'll upload it for you.
Got a few new things.
Yeah, she's got another little surprise here. Are you going to show us, or are you going to keep it a secret?
Just trying to figure out whether I've got this right way around or not.
I'd have to go back which way that glass is.
Oh, it's got to go down there. It's well off, this one. I think you need to put this tissue down more carefully, more securely, because it's so far off. This is not going to work.
This side up, yeah. It wasn't this side, yeah. Okay. Mariah gave you a thumbs up and heart, so I'm thinking she'd like that stencil.
Oh, let me have a go with some of that, and possibly some of that, and perhaps some of those two. Are they open? Oh, heck. Those are open. Don't think they will. Those. Just moving this canvas back over here because it was getting in the way. There's quinacridone. Transparent yellow. Good, good. And red. I think I've already got the red out there, but yes, I have. I was looking for those. So I'll have another go with that. This. Another go with it. Do it with a better, stronger colour than that pale green, which is all right. I mean, it's done something there, but not quite. Not good enough. A bit too accurate, I think, with that one. Got to get used to this. Quinacridone, and there's the emptier red. So out the arm. I'll do some of this. That's Nicolazo gold, quinacridone Nicolazo gold, and some red iron oxide. I'll do some of that. Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, we've got an major trinket there.
Russ was in my kitchen making noise, and he knows better than to be in my kitchen, so I had to go investigate. It's all good.
What you doing?
He's still alive, so we're good.
Just about.
Why not?
Right. Lovely.
Yeah, you're just a tad bit off screen.
Sorry.
There you go. Thank you.
Oops, I should have taken that off, shouldn't I? Never mind. I'll take this off because we're going to take that off and see if we can get that on there in one go.
Well, you know, if you made those strippers, then you could do your registration if they were strippers.
That's looking more possible, isn't it? A little bit more possible. Might need another layer. Looked to me like Susan used at least 2, possibly 3 colours. I'm not sure. It's somewhat too far off there. It's harder than it looks, isn't it?
Yeah.
It definitely is, but I can do another colour on that one. Did I use the red iron oxide? I did, didn't I? So I can use something a little bit darker, but not a lot darker.
I have to go in and look back at her picture, but I'm thinking that it slipped on her.
Yeah, it looked like it slipped, didn't it? Did have that sort of slippage look.
Oh, I'm going to go down a rabbit hole here because everybody did their kitty pictures, and oh my gosh, they're just gorgeous. Izzy, such a great teacher.
I'm going to have to rewind to look at that because I only got in time to see the end.
Mm-hmm. Where is it? Boy, it got lost way down there in all those. You guys are great. You post so many great pictures in here, like, and then you explain what you did. So cool. Excuse me, I'm not watching chat. I'm in Makers looking for Susan's.
We've got an F at that corner. It's that way up. Now, let's see. Uh-oh. First, I've got to pull that off. I don't need that one yet. I've got to pull this off first.
There it is.
Lovely, lovely.
She used 2 colors on that one that you showed.
Two colors. Okay. I've used 2 on that one. Let's try using
At least 2. There might be 3. There's at least a green and a reddish orange. Yeah, there's at least a green and maybe red iron oxide or something like that. And she said she couldn't get the paper back in exactly the right place. So, yes, she had movement. Okay, so what's going on? Let's get back to chat. I gotta play catch up.
Can't do it on that one. It's the wrong way around.
Well, hello, miners. Oh, an artist in progress, been drawing 1.5 years. Well, yay! You've come to the right place. This is what we're doing. Yeah, I'll get the makers group. Let me back up, and I'll post the link to makers, and you can come in and learn some more. Got some terrific people. You've got to there'll be a few questions. Yep, I'm going to get that, Liz. Thank you. You guys are great. Thank you for taking over while I was wandering off down a rabbit hole. Did it not post? There it is. So for anybody that's new, here's the link to Makers, where we like to show off, show and tell. We like show and tell in there. What's going on? Fran posts a lot of her processes over there. You'll find links to our sites there. A lot of people have YouTube pages. Let me get this up here.
Well, that's a nice clear print. Try with that one.
Yeah.
That's only got red iron oxide on it. That's all.
Now she did 2 colors, though. I'm looking at it, and there's definitely 2 colors. But on that one that you're specifically loving, the paper, she does say she couldn't get the paper in exactly the right place. It just looks not deliberately. I don't know how you would do it deliberately.
Yeah, very good question.
There we go. There's the link for makers. For anybody new here, yes, thumbs up and
that will print. Yeah. Okay. I've been getting it the wrong way around.
Well. And if you come back and watch the replay, leave a comment. Thank you, Liz. Thank you, everyone, for welcoming the newbies in. Y'all are so
wonderful people.
Yeah.
So we want to be able to see it. So let's go for the yellow, because that is going to be a different shade. Have I opened this one? Probably not. No, I haven't opened it. So I've still got a smaller one, but I don't know where I put it. So
I don't know what you mean, Diane. I don't get a chance to look back at comments sometimes. Fran's been doing her best to get back to everybody. And
some people.
Yeah, she says, Diane says, what's with the political comments being left below? I don't. Political comments. Somebody political comments on your streams. Well, just ignore them.
Yeah. I'll go and get rid of them if I see any.
Well, you know what? I need to sign in and maybe help you out a bit there. I won't speak for you, but I can do a little cleaning up.
Yeah. Let me add a bit more of that. Yellow. Didn't add enough.
Are you, Diane, are you talking about in this stream right here? There's unwanted comments in the chat.
I don't see anything.
I should say off topic. I don't see any.
Right.
So I don't know where you're seeing them.
So I want another sheet to take that off with. And I don't have one, so maybe I can do it with that one. Just to take it off. The back of it. Take that off. And then I've got that one to go on top. So I'm going to put it down. Let's see if I can line it up. Now then. No. You're not going to do that this time. I won't have it.
Okay. Wherever you're seeing it, Diane, it's not on this particular stream. It must be on one of her past streams because there can be no comments on this stream yet until it's done.
Probably. Yeah.
That feature isn't available until we're all done. So wherever you're seeing the comments, they must be on one of her other previous streams. I'm going to post the link for PM Artist Studio YouTube channel. PM Artist Studio is Patricia and Mariah, and they're the ones who run Makers group in Facebook. But here's their channel, and you can learn a lot just by showing up for their streams. So much to learn. Oh, let me see that one again. Let me see that again. Bring that back.
Huh? Who, me?
Yeah, you. I know.
Oh,
you're supposed to learn. Well, do this and then come back. Yep, there's PM Artist Studio. That would be Mariah today, but you should check out their channel because you can. It's a teaching channel. It's a teaching and fun and. What'd you do with it? You went over there. I'm multitasking, Fran. How am I doing?
terrible. Oh, just threw some tissue in the bin. I didn't mean to do that.
At the same time, I'm sitting here eating cheese and crackers because I'm hungry.
Well, that's multitasking.
Yep, miners. If you want to join Makers and meet more of these lovely people here and see what we all do, Mariah will have a few questions for you to answer.
Very simple. Nothing to worry about.
If you're
Just get
not,
a chance to talk about what you think about
it's
and what you
okay.
like. That's it.
Don't bother. I mean, we don't want to drag you in there, is what I mean.
Yeah, you don't have to if you don't want to.
Yeah. There you go. There you go.
Let me try another one on this one.
All right. I love that stencil. I do. And you're getting some movement there.
Now this is 3 on this one though.
Well, I think you need to do it with green and do a 4th. Kind of like the 4th of birth.
That's coming up quite nice. Look at that. That's getting there. But I think I need more goes at it than Susan did.
I think you've got it. It's
quite there. It's nice.
But like I said, I can tell from her picture, I can tell that she's got a green in there. So that might help offset it, make it defined.
Well, maybe I'll use green gold then, if I can find it. There it is. Green gold. Put 2 on that one.
Very strange, Diane, because we don't see that. I'm not on a phone. I'm on a computer. I'm on a desktop computer. So I can't always identify with you guys that use phones. I can't imagine using a phone to watch YouTube or anything. My phone is for texting and calling, like calls from Fran.
Right, there's another sheet ready.
Okay, Mariah.
So let's do red transparent iron oxide. I'm going to do it that way around.
I have one, Anne. It's called a computer. She says you need a bigger phone. That's what this is. If anybody wants to talk to me, you can go on Facebook and you can use go into Messenger and use the video camera, and I can
or just the microphone if you don't want to do the video.
Right. I don't turn on the camera. I just use it for the microphone part, and that way. If I'm at my desk, I can do that. So I do have a bigger phone. Good color there. So then come back with some green then, the green gold.
Now that's quite intense, that.
That is.
It's going to have to dry. So this one can go on another one.
Well, here's the other thing about the phone feature on Messenger, Anne, is this is what Sharon learned last night because she called me after the stream. She said, let's talk more. So she called me and I didn't answer. So she sent me a message. You have to answer. No. I turned the volume, the notification, and the ringtone off on Messenger. So if somebody called me, I can't hear it. So it kind of defeats the purpose of Let me tell you, Sharon corrected me on that one.
I think I might have to clean that up a bit. The other side of it's getting a bit. In fact, I could do another side one because I've got some that are backwards. That would be good.
Yeah. Done what? What did you do? What you do now?
I cut 3 potatoes.
Yeah.
4 ways.
Yeah.
And I've only got 11 pieces.
There we go. Right. Pull this one up. And we'll do one the other way. Waiting for another layer. And we'll do another one this way. So we'll do a green to the way up. That way up. So then I can do it on the, no, wait a minute. We'll do a brown this way up, because then I can do it on that green one. Whatever it was. I just moved it underneath some of these, I think. That one. Because I want to be able to put it that way around. That's right. Yes, that's what I want to do on that one. So we've got to put some brown on there. Right. So we'll use the red.
Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Kathy. That's for use in a minute. Fresh piece, fresh. Oh, there we go. Put that in the bin, didn't it? Yeah.
You do get nice marks with this stencil, the bigger one.
Yes, it's working out much better than the thinner one. Take that off. Got it. There we go. Lifty, lifty. And I'm going to have to clean that as well, I think.
And you know, I think another thing, just from the way she wrote her description, that she wasn't turning the plate over and putting it down. She was just trying.
No, it's the only way I can think of to actually see what I'm doing.
Yeah, I wonder if she was like bringing the paper back and trying to realign it, which would be such a struggle.
Yeah. Where's that one? That one.
A little off.
Hopefully. It looks a bit too little off. I'll try better to actually get it lined up. The trouble is I'm trying to not get it lined up. It's very difficult to not get it lined up in quite the right way.
Trying to create an accident on purpose.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see. Well, I think it was, if you look at her picture, I think it was a green went down. Well, and then the red. I don't know. I mean, it actually, if you look at it, it doesn't look like what you're doing. This looks like finger painting.
Yeah, yeah, it doesn't look quite like it. I'm going to have to do a lot more experiments with it. Well, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use the green gold. That is a high flow one, so we might get some selling as well, which is what another thing we were going to look into.
Oh,
dinner's ready.
Sorry.
Just peeling off the nib of this one that I did not wipe the nose off. Bad me. Right. I'm going to put this ink on first, delicately as I can. We've got some selling because it's a high flow. And then I'm going to put this down and try and get it as close to that as I possibly can. And it won't be very. And then we'll get this one. See what we can do. Now, is this the one that's going to work on that? Let me turn it around so we'll see what I'm doing. No, it isn't. That's not the right one. It's let's try that one that's already had loads. That's not going to work either because this is the wrong way round for that one.
Okay, I'm back.
That's wrong as well.
Yay, Paula. It's not rice paper, Kathy. It's, I believe,
tissue.
It's, yeah, tissue paper. Is it the wet strength? Is it the Carnival? Yes.
Carnival wet strength, yeah.
Yep, Carnival wet strength paper. The white is. If she uses the black, it's not. It's just tissue paper.
Yeah.
Thank you, Paula.
I put it the wrong way round again. That one won't work. I'm going to have to do a fresh one because that one won't work. Or maybe this one will work. The wrong way around. Wait a minute. That one will. This one will work. This one is the one. This is the one. Right. I'm going to try and get some green on there.
That one is very vibrant. Kathy, Fran likes the Carnival wet strength tissue paper because when she rubs it,
it doesn't come through so much.
Right.
If you use a lot of paint like I've done here, it does. Some does come through, but not as much as you would get otherwise.
What do you think?
No, it's too far off. It's not doing it. It's too far off. Let me have a go with that.
Now come back and do it.
That one won't work either, will it? It's got to be a fresh sheet. I'll turn them over.
Uh-oh, Fran.
Yeah. Well.
Russ is playing golf.
Oh, and I can't watch. It's not fair.
Yeah, he's not using VR. He's on the
Shame.
TV. Not as much fun. He's more fun when he does VR.
I haven't done VR in so long, you know.
I know, me neither. I haven't had a chance. I need to get on there though, because I got to check for updates.
Check for update.
Mm-hmm.
Check for update.
Check. Okay, Tim. Nice to meet you. Glad you're here. Hope you come back. Check out everybody in Makers.
Is that Minor Treasures? Is that Tim?
Yep, sure is.
Oh, hello, Minor Treasures, Tim. Well, I don't know. What did we get there? It's not quite. It's interesting, but it's not quite
not
this
done
3D resolution I'm trying to get.
Put it back in the oven. Not done yet.
Yeah, not done yet. Might have another go with another colour on that one, in which case I'd want to use Gridiron Oxide.
Well, I'll tell you what, Ann. He liked the VR golf. He has the, I think the PGA. There's two. There's a mini golf and there's a PGA. Am I correct, honey?
Walkabout mini golf and there's golf something.
Golf Pro, something like that, which is more like real golf. And he liked them both. He really did like them both. But years and years ago, we had an Xbox, and he got hooked on Tiger Woods golf. And then we kept moving, and he gave the Xbox to the youngest daughter, and playing the VR golf with the headset. The headset he's uncomfortable with that on his head. So he wanted the Xbox back, and the daughter doesn't use it anymore, so she brought everything back, and now he sits on the sofa and plays Tiger Woods golf. Whereas with VR, he would stand up and make some really good moves, huh, Fran?
Oh, yeah. That was such fun to watch. Even if he was doing it in the chair, it was fun.
Well, yeah. It's more fun when he's up and swinging. And
well, the fishing was fun, too.
Oh, yeah. I like the fishing.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, there is a golf sim on the PC. But this way he can sit in his recliner. He's kicked back in his recliner, and the only thing that's really getting any exercise is his thumb. And it needs it, he says, and he's pretty happy with that because he's puts in long days like Ian. He puts in long, full days of stressful work.
Yeah.
But Fran gets a kick out of it. I'll turn the camera when he was playing VR golf. I would turn the camera on him so Fran could see it, and she really enjoyed it.
Absolutely. We had a lot of fun.
We have the thanks to Fran and Ian who enabled us. We have the Oculus Quest 2, which is the I guess they call it the Meta. I don't know. Change the name to Meta. It's the Meta.
They can call it what they like.
Yeah, it's when I purchased it, it was called the Oculus Quest 2. And yeah. I enjoy it. I play Moss, which is a adventure game. And I have, Xbox Tiger Woods Golf. He has from 2008.
7 or 9 or something.
Yeah, he has it from either 2007 or 2009. We're going way back. He loves it.
That's because nobody can beat
For the VR golf, it's the.
I'm gonna go. This is the last one I'm gonna do because I want to play with the other ones.
Yeah. The new one.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, now there you go. A little off. That might work.
You've got to try to get it lined up, and you never will, so it looks better if you do, I think. That's what I think.
Don't think too hard about it, huh?
Try to line it up so that even if it isn't lined up, it looks good.
Well, we had the Wii, and we had Xbox, and now we have the VR, and we don't have the Wii anymore. I don't know. I think we gave that to some of the kids too. But yeah, air guitar counts. Oh gosh, I have won so many air guitar contests. Ah, I am such a pro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, I'm the only one competing, but you know, I'm great.
Of course you are. Oh, of course you are. Well, I'm going to get another thing now because I want to leave that one for a little while. And we've got one to pull from last time. I had entirely forgotten
Wow.
to pull, and we've got one from last time.
On black paper nuts.
Black
No,
one.
there's okay.
That's very crusty.
Mariah says, I am loving this stencil Fran was holding out. She's not done yet, Mariah. She's not done yet. This is like one of those shorts when pea pulls. It's like really slow and crackles the egg. Yeah, really cool. Asemic glyphs, she says. Bye, Tim.
You can call them symbols as well. I've got them in a folder called symbols. There we go. So what have we got there?
Oh, this is where you use the color change?
Yeah, I think it was. Yes. There's one of these spaceships, the smaller one that I was using. And there's a bigger one there.
Yeah, I'm wondering if you used it just to pull the rest of any ghost off the thing. I like that. Okay,
Well,
so
can you I'll go and cough and get the loo. Be back in a minute.
okay, so I get to take over. All right, I was prepared this time for if Fran had to leave. I have a book to show and tell. Ha 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 ha. It's called Creative Mixed Media. Paint, Print, Stitch, Stamp, Embellish. It's by Cheryl Kahn, very well-known artist. This is a beautiful book. I believe Fran has this book. She says she hasn't looked at it in a while. She needs to dig it out. When it comes to mixed media, especially textiles, I have to have it. So this one has beautiful, beautiful images in here. There's even a section on Dorland's wax medium. There's one on hair gel resist, inkjet labels, foam stamps, stencils, facial wipes, washable glue batik, cosmetic cotton pads, brayer techniques, colored pencils, delicatessen paper collage, creating fabric cord. Let's take a look at that. That sounds interesting. Creating fabric cord. My goodness, wow. Can you guys see this? Is that not beautiful? Creating twisted cord. She said, I wanted to create a flexible fabric cord that would be easy to applicate or glue onto projects. I experimented with different techniques and ultimately ended up with two types of cord. One cord is created by tearing the dyed rolled edge from a silk scarf. I created the second type of cord by twisting narrow strips of wet painted fabric and heat setting them to retain the shape. And there's the tarot cut the painted fabric into strips about 3/8 inch wide. If the strip is narrower, it will be a thin fabric cord. If it's wider, it will be thicker. And then wet it by dipping it in water or spraying it with water. Twist it and iron it, heat set it, and repeat that until you get what you want. I think that's gorgeous. Look at these bits and pieces in here. Guess who's, I've got some cotton muslin. Guess who's going to be playing? Look at this. Delicatessen paper collage. There is so much color and technique in this book. It's absolutely worth every penny.
It looks lovely.
Yeah, I know you said you have this and you haven't looked at it.
Well, I said I thought I had it, but I'm not sure.
I can't imagine getting it without your enabling.
I'll have to have a look at it at my bookshelves because I do like Cheryl Khan stuff.
Yeah. I mean, there's just so much color and ideas, and I mean, if you're always wondering what kind of colors to put together,
yes,
and if you like Fran and you don't pay attention to the color wheel, here you go. Here's some color combinations that you can look at. That's another thing that's good for it. Color combinations. Not necessarily the layout or the structure, but the color combinations that are used. I love these.
The great thing about books like this is you can take whatever you like from it.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be the method. It can be the color. It could be the layout. It doesn't have to be either of those. It could be the technique. Like I took the technique for that, for this. Oh, sorry, I'm not there. You are.
Yeah, you're not on screen.
That's okay. Definitely going to have to make that a bit bigger, I think.
You want to come back? You want to come back?
No, carry on.
Are you going to bring out the newbie stuff now?
Yep, we'll do.
So anyway, Creative Mixed Media by Cheryl Khan, SherrillKahn. I went on Amazon and I find it and then I go under the used books and I purchase it that way. And
the new and used bit, yeah.
Yes, and I get the one that's in excellent condition or the best condition, not necessarily the best price, but the best condition. And as you can see, this is like brand new. The spine isn't cracked. I mean, I'm doing that. Trust me, it's not. The spine isn't even cracked here. So that's the great way to get it. And I know it had to be Fran that showed this to me, and I'm like, I have to have it. This is another of my brushes. There's just so much joy in this book. Right, Diane? You notice the cuddle bug machine, right? Her color choices, the look of textile.
Yes, Anne. I've gone to aid books for books like that. In fact, sometimes I find them on Amazon and I'm sort of going, I can't afford that. And then I look on aid books, or I just do a Google search. You can get them on aid books or World Books or places like that. Lovely. Much cheaper sometimes. Sometimes not, but you know.
Diane says she has all of her books. Oh gosh, I'm coming to your house. I'll be there as soon as you send me your address. It's just, there's just so much joy here. Just look at that.
Lovely.
Okay, all right. I want to see. We have take me off screen. We have things to bring out. I hope Mariah is still here and paying attention, because this is the part I want her to see. She loved your asemic symbols.
Yep, good. I'm glad. Yep. Well, I've cut myself 2 of my spaceships, right? Because I want to do that book. You remember the one I did with the 2? And I'm going to get some transparency and do some more. I'm going to cut the outline and use the transparency, and then we'll see what happens after that. But I've got these pieces here, so I want to do a scene. So we want something a bit bigger than this.
Okay, then you've got to back out a little bit. You're too close. Oh, absolutely, Tim. Yes, I don't have one close to me, but I agree. One of my favorite things is to go to Goodwill or a thrift store, and the first thing I do is head for the books.
Yeah, it's quite good sometimes going to Oxfam, but sometimes they seem to know the price of their things quite well.
Yeah.
And they can be one of the higher priced ones.
Yeah, they see me coming, they raise the price.
Yeah, exactly. That's the feeling. So this is a 12 by 12, this one.
Oh, I see something over there.
And I've got my spaceshipies, and I've got to use these.
Now these are in the shop. These are in PM Artist Studio shop. Yeah.
Yeah. And I've got a moon.
As soon as Fran can, she will get the asemic symbols to Mariah. Mariah can and Brad can make them work for them, and they will be in the shop too, I'm sure.
Now this is the new one.
Okay.
It's a bit big, this one, but I have smaller ones of him. This is a kooky creature.
Kooky? No.
Kooky with a K, not cookie, not as in biscuits, as in bit peculiar.
And it wasn't a creature. We didn't say creature. What did you say?
Critter.
Yes.
Said critter. I quite like the squished ones. I mean, the normal design was like that, with the fat creature. And then I did a squished version. So we'll have a go with these, right?
So I'm gonna put the name in. Let's
put some nice down and see what we can.
Critter.
Cookie critter. Yeah. That's what I'm calling it. I mean, if Mariah wants it and she can think of a better name, go right ahead. But I'm going to put some nice colour on here. So let's put some lovely, superb bronze. Why not? I like a nice bit of bronze. I've got a nice big trinket there to take off. Thought there might be.
Oh, you have treasures.
I have little treasures. I want that one as well. That side. Yes. There we go. Right. Shaky, shaky, shaky. Shaky, shaky. Let's get that out of the way because it's stopping me pushing that up. That's better.
Fast forward and, well, yeah, fast forward, Mariah. Catch up, catch up, catch up. She had to pause. She's multitasking, of course. So if Tim is still listening, I need to put in new, actually.
I've got rather a lot on here. In fact, I've got way too much. And I know it. So I've also got a hair there. At least it means I can get the hair up.
Here's the critter creatures, she says. Kooky creatures, critter creatures, kooky critters.
Kooky critters.
For anyone that wants, this is the link for PMR Studio shop. You can find this, well, it's for everything, but you can find the shop there where you can find Fran stencils and now Carrie stencils. Yay! and PM Artist Studio stencils and prints and all kinds of other goodies. Impressions, little, yeah, those things. Let me put that link in.
Impression plate.
Yes, thank you. There you go. I'm thinking I'm going to revise your descriptions, and I'm just going to start putting PM Artist Studio in your link in your description.
Oh, yes. That was a good idea.
Yep.
Yes. I knew there was something I ought to have put in.
Yep. Just make it a, it's an absolute, put it in there. And there is a discount. Fran has a discount till the end of the year. I
forgot about that. Yes.
And you purchase $30 and you use the discount, you get 10% off. That's FranFan10. Use that discount code, enter it when you make your purchase of $30 or more. Do I have that correct, Mariah? And you get the 10% off. FranFan10. Yes, ma'am. That has to go in the description too. See, we're getting there. We're so busy having fun. We keep forgetting to, to do the, the good stuff. We want to play. But we're getting there.
There we are. Right. So I've got some kooky creatures and I've got some spaceships. I'm thinking to design some more planety things because I love the moons, but I want some more variety. And I've got some ideas for that. Someone suggested a black hole. Can't remember who suggested it, but I went, yeah.
I want to see how you do that one.
Don't know. Is this going to fit? Might not. Got a bit of a hole. Little bit of a hole.
Let's see. Mariah says, I love them. Yes, please make more planets. I lost my mojo on the planet biz. Aww.
I love planets.
Okay, well, Fran loves to design and create, so we'll crack.
I need some bigger lines on this. This one's too small. The bigger line ones. This is an earlier iteration of the spaceship. There are better ones that have bigger lines because we did bigger lines on them. I've just picked up the wrong one by mistake.
I like kooky critters, kooky creatures, kooky critters. They're a combination of like a duck, a bird, a bat.
They're just kooky.
Yeah,
I think I'll do a funny bit there. We don't normally have this over here, so I'll do that. There's no creature. Let's add a funny bit there.
Colleen says, I suggested the black hole. I don't
know. Oh, it was Colleen. Of course it was.
Yep. I don't know how to do it. I was giving her an example of like a tornado, perhaps, but that's up to the creative people at PM.
Oh, that's not bad.
It went through a little bit, Julie.
Even though lines on there, that's not too bad. I'm sure I've got a better one somewhere. I was using them the other day. Yes. Lovely, lovely. And that's a new one as well, so it's got nothing on the back. See?
Mm-hmm.
And this one's got nothing on the back, but then I want to use it in order to get things on the back and on both sides so that I can use it for the book.
Yeah, it did go blurry a little bit, Julie. I had to change my boy, I can't talk today. My quality.
Resolution.
Yeah, the quality on it. I had to boost it from 480 to 720 again. I don't know what happened there.
it when they change the thing and decide that they're going to do that to us. So I'm going to leave that for a bit, get a bigger one. Have a bigger one.
See, you could help ease Mariah's brain. She needs a break. She says that a galaxy swirly thing would be nice.
Yeah, well, I've got one in
Keyboard, are you?
in my ATCs, but it's extremely simplistic. And yes, I would love to do a big proper one. I'm always watching sciencey programs with galaxies and things, so I would adore to do one like that. So I'm going to do some more with this side up this time.
Okay.
The other way up. So what colours we can do this time? Iridescent gold fun. I haven't used that in so long. Let's have a bit of that. Just pick this bit off because once again I get too involved in what I'm doing, and I did not wipe its nose, so it's going to clog if I don't. There we are. Clean nose. Might do a bit of red as well.
Salsa.
Bit of red. I haven't done that in ages. What's that? Naphthol red deep. Yes, why not?
There you go. That'll do. Yeah, pull out some colors you haven't used in a while.
Yeah.
Indigo blue. Oh, I could go back in the book and let's go back to the beginning. Oh.
It's going to be pink. The only trouble with red is it always turns out pink.
Pale yellow Galeria. Well, here's the thing. We have to not use open. Pale yellow Galeria. Yeah, there's Paline maroon.
Perylene maroon, yeah.
Perylene maroon.
Yeah.
That's a good color. Let's see. Pale lemon, which was your homemade, I believe.
Yes, I've got that.
My iron oxide.
Let's use a bigger one, just because. Why not? This is the biggest one I did. So the aliens are definitely here, and they're all over there. There you go. What else have I got in here that I might be able to add? Ooh, yes, I could do a bit of this. Look at this. Haven't used this yet. Cut it and I haven't used it yet.
Let's see. You've got leaf green and deep turquoise and.
Let's have a piece of white paper.
Oh, Payne's Gray. You haven't used Payne's Gray in a while.
That is true. I haven't. Yes, that's a good point.
The one you did here was iridescent copper light fine, red iron oxide, and Payne's Gray PG2, the one you made. And you did those on pull. That was all on one pull. My goodness, those are some. I have to go back and revisit those.
Yeah. The other one.
Indian yellow, gradient graphite. Indian yellow and graphite and gradient. Well, you're building up. You wanted to build up paint on those stencils. You are doing that.
Yeah, certainly are.
India ink on the gel plate. The only thing I could think with that is it will turn the plate yellow, or I could be
What
wrong.
will?
The India ink.
What will? Oh yeah, could well do. I don't think I want to use those just at the moment.
Diane said she's experimenting.
Oh, I do like using other inks like the calligraphy inks. Those are fun to use. Oh, that's nice. Look at that.
Oh, that's nice.
There's coronal mass ejection going on somewhere.
Good description.
Yeah. Yeah. I've still got some bits left as well. It's left where the red was. Intriguing. Well, what else have we got that we can have a play with? Oh, I haven't used naples yellow for ages. And I've got a huge pot of it as well.
Yeah. Julie says, I wonder if you put a thin layer of copper over that, would it take the pinkish away?
Probably because copper's got a pinkishness to it as well, isn't it? That's the end of that tube, I think. Don't think I can get much else out of there.
Yeah. You're coming up on 2 hours.
Uh-huh.
So you
I'm
just
all right at the moment. I'm fine.
Okay. Well, you did get a break.
We can do some more on Monday anyway, so you know.
I'm not seeing a whole lot of selling there.
No, I didn't put any selling paints down.
Right, Colleen? Colleen says she just put 4 of Cheryl Kahn's books in her cart, all used.
Oh,
it just
dear.
They're just. Oh, I love that stencil. Oh yeah. Yes, more planets.
We need more planets. We definitely do.
And more kooky critter.
More creatures, yeah. I've got some more on various books, and in fact, I love designing them, so I can do some more of those at any time. Sit there and just doodle, you know.
Well, there you go, friend. Colleen's put 4 books in her cart. You've enabled me to be an enabler too.
Oh dear, I'm so sorry, dear. This is a lovely one. I like this one, but I can't fit it in. No.
Oh, Julie, we love having you here. You know what? We know the other days you come by and you're like, well, you know, it's just before you go to work, and then you've got to leave and go to work. Julie, I got to tell you what Julie says, friend. She says, I love this idea of you going live on Friday, because here it's Saturday early, and yay, she gets to be here.
Oh, there we go. We do quite often do extras, you see, because we were doing Fridays, and somebody didn't like it because we clash with someone else they watched.
Yeah.
So we decided to change to a different day, but we found that actually we wanted to go on doing the Fridays and possibly doing a Wednesday now and then. Sometimes we do a Friday, sometimes we do a Wednesday, but we try to always do a Monday.
Yep.
We won't on the 31st. We'll be doing different days on that time.
Yeah, I'll be away on the 31st. I won't be able to stream with Fran, and she's not sure how she's going to do that.
I like streaming with Violet because it's more fun. It just is. See,
well,
that one's got.
This is how Wednesdays and Fridays came back. Is because we were playing. We were having play dates, and you're like, it's like, you know, if we record them, then we can.
We go record them because we can't remember them.
Yeah, so let's record it. Well, if we're going to record it, we might as well just do a stream. And so that's how it ended up 3 days a week.
Yeah. It was less work to just do a stream than to get poor old Violet to do lots of editing.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Yeah. It's more fun. Well, you know, I do have fun playing in there, but
Mini
you're right.
cloud.
If I'm playing in there, I can't be in here with you, and this is definitely more fun.
Yeah. I'm going to do that one as well because I can get him up. This is an amoeba cloud. It's not just what's it called? Protein something?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Yes.
Yes. On the 31st,
my
husband and I are going on a road trip over to the Mississippi River to do some bird watching and photography and see some fall colors. Hopefully, we're just going away for one night.
A break. And why not? Nice to have a break.
Well, we were going to go longer, but I'm telling you, it's so hard to find a decent hotel room with respectable prices. I mean, the prices have just
Yeah, they are going up.
or anywhere we want to stay is already booked because this time of year up here, people come up from other places to see the fall colors, just like us. So we just couldn't find a place where we wanted that had an opening, a vacancy. But anyway, we'll be gone the 31st and the 1st. No,
30th and
the 30th and the 31st. So we're
Right.
just staying overnight to look at fall colors and stuff. Hopefully, I'll get some pictures. No, not an Airbnb. That's not his way, and not camping either. We both like our amenities. I don't need
That's
the pool. It needs more.
I quite like that. I think I need to do it sort of in an individual area. That's what I'm thinking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some red. If I can find the darker red, I'd like to do a bit of that. Where's my darker red? Well, there's that one. What's that? Carmine. No, that's not right. Oh, there's a rather startling naphtha red light, which is that's a possibility.
It's almost an orange red.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's exactly what I was thinking. I was thinking, oh, look, orangey.
What is Art of Protein? Art of Protein that P
Art of Protein, that's it. Yes, Art of Protein. That's what it's called.
P calls it
But I
connected
was
dots.
thinking of the sort of a what's it cloud, a kind of amoeba cloud. You know, like Star Trek with a funny cloud coming out. There's a smaller one of them. I can use a smaller one of them as well. I think I'll do that. And you can always use things like this. Look, spaceship is broken, but I'm not using that one because that's for the book.
That's for the book.
That's for the book. We're not doing that. There's this one. I haven't used this one. Iridescent orange yellow. That's a bit fearsome.
I don't know. Make sure they're not open.
They're not there. DNYA.
No, they're not. Yeah, that yellow. I'm not sure you've ever used that on the plate in front of me.
No. That. So we'll do that first. And I want some little black flecks in there, I think, as well. I wonder if I can manage that. Little bit, little tiny bit. I don't want that. It's a dried bit. Come on, come on, come on out. getting really low on that. Ooh. Stop. Ooh. Yes.
Oh, you okay. Okay.
Let me do that again.
Okay. You've got a scene going on here. We're just going to hang in here and see where you're going because you're being a mad Frankie. Put some on your finger and flick it on there.
That's what I want. Yes. Good-o. Yes. And then I want
wow. You have a vision.
well, I have an idea. Don't know about a vision.
That's some color.
Blobby.
More stencils?
Yeah. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There's the one with more definition.
Spaceships flying into your
Little spaceship.
whatever that corner is.
It's a big one. Yeah.
Julie says, wow, Fran, how do you do that?
I just thought, what if? And did it.
She's being a mad Frankie. It's just do it, Julie. Just
More of him in this time because he wasn't in the last one so much.
it's kind of like if you watch the first part of the show where she tried to recreate what Susan Fernandez did in Makers, which was what Fran did on the Friday before, Friday Finagling. Yeah, she's not afraid to pour paint. So the first half of the show, Fran deliberately tried to make it look like it wasn't done deliberately, and it was a fail. It wasn't a horrible fail. It just wasn't where she
It was quite nice, but we didn't get what we were looking for. That's all.
Right. So now the second half of our stream here is Fran just doing. So this is where the happenstance, serendipitous, beautiful little pieces come from. She just, as she goes, I want to call it intuitive. You just go.
It's play. It's just
It's play, and it's lovely. But try to replicate it. We talked about that earlier. We talked about color and whatever. If you're not interested in the color wheel, come watch Fran.
Oh, you can print yourself as well.
Yes, you can.
Which I've just done. Tra-la-la. Let's have a go with this. Get a bit of oomph behind it.
Power shields up.
Force field on. Engine ignition. And away we go. And we may not get much out of them. I do like the spaceships. They are working out quite well.
Ooh, give your brain a break, Diane. Go just play.
Yes, it's always fun playing because you enjoy yourself. You're not thinking about what you're doing too much. It's relaxing. And you never know what you might get. You might get something wonderful. You really don't know. I find this form of registration quite good too because you don't need to lose where you are. You've got your piece there. pull bits up and you just put it back down again and you get a complete picture all in one pull. Kind of. I mean, 1, 2. Where's that one, or is that 3?
And how do you know you got all the pieces up? Because if you run your hand across it, you can feel it.
Yeah. And usually, I mean, I can see it. But yeah, that you can. I've seen Patricia before now leave one behind. Yeah. Yeah. Be done. Yeah, definitely. Oh, that's looking good.
So revisit. Julie says, a long time ago, my efforts to make teal paint kept turning out army green, so I gave up. So maybe now revisit it and approach it with a different formula.
Look at this. The spaceships have a force field.
I see it.
It's good, isn't it? I mean, wow. Even some of the little critters have got a force field.
Hold it up so we could see it, not you. Does everybody see the shadow around it? The aura? The bits have an aura.
It's obviously to do with this. This is sending out rays, and it's all going around the moon and around the spaceships and being blocked by their force field.
I can see the halo around the bits on that side. I don't see it on the other side. Is it around there? Oh, it is. I see it. Yeah.
Amazing. Now, you couldn't do that deliberately. You just couldn't. I do like this. It's rather like a cosmic cloud I once did in 3D in Bryce, and I was never, ever able to reproduce it. I have no idea how it happened. Because when you're in this cloud thing, this texture, it was just one thing. And when you're outside, you can see it and everything else is visible. But I must have been balanced between the inside and the outside, and it gave this weird look to everything. And it was just fabulous.
And look, down below, there's a little tiny, happy, kooky critter. Oh, they just look so happy. Yay.
Yep. So let's have a go. We've got a little bit left of the protein cloud, and we've got some of the spaceships still here. So what else can we do? What should we do?
Well, Julia, in the case of making a new paint color or your own paint color, that's where the color wheel would most definitely come in handy.
I think I might use some silver just to see what happens.
Need some Payne's Gray. I'm just saying.
Go
Hi, Susan. Susan Dufresne is here. Hi, Susan.
Hello, Susan. Payne's Gray. I've got Mars Black. I can't see Payne's Gray. No, I can't see Payne's Gray. I don't know what I've done with it.
So here's the
Can I put some of this on?
Here's the trick. If you put too much paint down, here's the trick that Fran does, and I'm pretty sure we saw Darcy was the first one we saw do it. If you put too much paint down and you've got tissue paper, just do a gentle pull with it instead of trying to brayer it off. Do a gentle pull with the tissue paper.
Yep, that picks up some.
Yep.
You barely put it down. You don't push it down. You just let it rest on there and pick it up and try again.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we saw Darcy was the one we picked that up from. Hi, Lisa. Lisa Mingus is here too. Oh wow. Now we're getting, except for that silver, we're getting some fall color look here. I'm liking it. My favorite time of year. Yes, Mariah is working, lurking, and listening today. She's busy, and it's Friday. Where are you going? Yes, Patricia's color wheel is so easy to understand, Julie. And not only that, but on the blog, you can find articles that Mariah has written that really are really, really helpful in understanding so much of the process. Diane wants to know, has anyone experimented with a product called Splash Inks?
Nope, not heard of them.
The package comes with a chart showing how to combine the basic colors to produce different hues.
So you don't have to put these things on
Okay,
in the
Evie,
same way every time.
take care.
You can
Hugs, yes, hugs back.
Hugs. And you can have alien flies as well. Yep. Oh, and I think I want to put that in. If I can just pick it up. No, missed it.
Lisa says, I
Somebody
just...
has a screw loose.
What? Oh, yeah. Yep.
Screw loose. Here we are.
Lisa says, I just finished shoveling acorns off the deck, 5-gallon bucket full in 3 days. You ain't done yet, let me tell you. If there's more on the tree, you'll be getting them too. It's going to be a difficult winter. I want to see how well you pick up the little fluffy ones.
We will see.
Hi, Martha.
Let's get rid of that.
For everybody new popping in, thank you for the thumbs up. And if you
haven't done it yet, now, if you like, if you please.
Yeah. And if you have to come back and watch the replay to see the beginning, because we're 2 hours.
Oh, you missed a lot. Yeah, you missed a lot.
Yeah, you missed a lot of fun, and so come back and leave us a comment, will you? Fran doesn't have anyone to talk to when I'm not around.
No. I have a wall. Hey, Shirley.
Yeah. Yes, Shirley. Is that one? Yeah.
No.
I wondered if you saw it.
And the fly. And
yeah. Mariah says you have a husband and a dog.
Oh, yes, I talked to the dog because the dog talks back.
Yeah. Yep. Especially if there's food.
Big paws. Well, big paws in both ways, actually. Because he does have big paws and big claws, unfortunately, which are inclined to wallop you slightly when he's in a tiswas. Now, that is going to be quite interesting, I think.
Well, you can turn it over? Let's...
Upside down. Upside down.
Oh, wow.
It's going to be quite good. Well, I wanted to do some of my rings as well.
Oh. So what you used here was the yellow, the silver.
No. Bronze, silver, and that new natural red.
The yellow was on the previous. Okay.
And some of the Stuart Semple black.
Yeah. Hold that down. Yeah, the light is, the glare is hitting it. What I do see, I like though. That's nice. Very nice. Really, you just do not pay attention to the color wheel, do you?
Well, I like that. I like that very much.
I do too.
Oh, lovely. Right. We need a bit more definition on it, really, on there. But it's too late now because this has come up. Right, I can't get anything off it.
Nothing. Well, you could come back and do it. Yeah, you could brush something down, stick it in there, and then
Yeah, you can put it over something.
come back to it. It's undone, unfinished. I just love your protein cloud, though. That's just so cool. Is that stencil for that cloud? Is that stencil in PM?
Yeah, it's P&M Artist Studio, isn't it? It's the thing of protein thing.
Okay.
Art of protein.
Yep.
It's what Patricia calls join the dots.
Yep. What P calls connect the dots.
Yeah, but it's actually called the Art of Protein. So there we go. That was interesting, that one.
Yeah.
I reckon one more and I might leave it on and we might pick it up next time. So
Look,
will you do it again?
In the bottom left corner, you got a nice print of the spaceship there.
Yeah, I know. Lovely ones. And that's the Naphthol Red Deep. I'm going to put a little bit of that on. And then I'm going to add some transparent red iron oxide and black. Oh, not that one. That one hasn't had its label taken off yet. And a little tiny bit
of black.
Silver.
Oh. Really mixing it up.
Mm-hmm. And
Diane says, Fran obviously has a golden paint budget in place.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's not all golden. Some of it's Stuart Semple, and that's worse.
Julie says, what was that golden color you put on first? Was that the gold?
Bronze. Bronze.
Bronze? It was bronze.
Yep. That was the iridescent bronze fine. Go on. Right. And it's the gold and silver as well.
Yeah, she says, by watching P the other day, I realized how to make pewter would be gold and silver mixed.
Uh-huh. Right. Pull that off my brayer and go over with this. Come on, get out of the way, you lot.
Daphne meant to do something more there. Should subtitle it The Good Stuff. And it's all good stuff. I mean,
right.
I thought it was a lot, but obviously when you're working with stencils and you don't want it to dry too fast, sometimes having the extra pile of paint on there is helpful.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes it is.
Yep. So you want to leave as much on the plate so you have time to place stencils and then pull it. Did the little guy. Need your submarine. There you go. You need your other spaceship on there. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was going to do. Uh-oh, we're heading into trouble.
What you got there in your right hand? Was that a kooky critter?
Yep.
Okay. So is he jumping out of the ship? Yep, he's floating in space. Little planets. Need more planets. Can't forget the planets.
Yeah, we're going to do some Saturn and things like that. And different ones. I've been looking at all these. There was a program, not a program, video on YouTube all about strange planets, and it was fascinating. It really was. I'd love to do some of those. Give you ideas about what to make stencils.
Mm-hmm. Some tiny stars would look good there too.
Some tiny stars. Yep. And some
Instead of
globular clusters and black holes and
black
pillars
holes
of creation.
and galaxy, whirly galaxies.
And the pillars of creation, I think I'd like to do as well. I love the pillars of creation, but you won't get anything like as wonderful as they really are. But it would represent it.
I can hear you. Pull them up. Oh, the big guy definitely needs more paint on him. He's not goofy enough. Yeah. He's still white on one side.
I know, if it's the first time I've used him, I didn't really have room for him before.
Your little fly is still white on one side, but I'd be concerned that if you got
well, I've got loads of others, you see. Loads of other flies with colour on. So.
If you got color on both sides, you might actually not be able to find them in the carpet.
That's true. Well, this one I'm going to leave and see what we get.
All right.
So this is the last one for today.
Okay.
We can have a look at that one that's waiting. See if we can pull that. What happened to it? Did I pull it? Oh, I might have pulled it. Oh, never mind. Oh, shame. Oh no, wait a minute. I think there is one over there.
Yeah, there's a white. There's a in there a white tissue paper?
Yeah, I think so.
You put it over there and brought the black one over.
Yep. So we'll put this one over there and see what we've got. Oh, there's one more to do as well, because it's dried now and I need to put another coat on it. So we've got that to put another coat on. And we'll pull this one. We'll do this. I tell you what, we'll do this first, and then we'll pull that as the last one. Okay, that's the best one. So we've got bronze and stuff here. So let's go really dark with the rest. Let's do some Stuart Simple. So we'll go with some of that.
How about some blue? Throw some blue in there.
Yep.
The dark blue that you had picked up the first time.
What have we got in blue?
I'll lose it in the black. I think you had some Amsterdam blue, didn't you?
Don't know. What have we got here? Well, we could put a bit of dope. That's a spacey sort of colour.
There you go.
And tiny. I would like to reduce some of this with some high flow medium, this white, and put it in a spray, because it's too inclined to be a funny thing otherwise. And I want a bit of silver, tiny bit of silver.
Wow.
All right, maybe not a tiny bit.
Okay, it's not a rainbow, but it's definitely a galaxy of colors here. Okay, Trish, so glad to have you. we're to the end. He's just finishing up. So
Yep, nearly there.
so hopefully we'll see you Sunday at
P&M.
studio, and then we'll see you back here on Monday. Thank you.
Yep.
Have a good weekend. Wow, the color. And you are getting selling there.
You're getting a bit. Not a whole load because we haven't stuck to the ones that do the selling. We've got other colours in with it.
Yeah.
Let me remove. I want
Okay,
to put some more.
Trish.
Just want to get some of this up.
Colleen says, thank you, Fran, for using the paint you said you would be showing me today. Thank you very much.
So we have got some selling coming up here. There we are. That's nice. So we want to put down the paper. If I had a decent large black paper in this sort of density, I could have put that down and then had more, wouldn't have to use the black paint, but then you wouldn't get the selling. So it's half of one and 6 of the other, half a dozen of one and 6 of the other.
Okay, Liz.
Last one.
Oh, yes, I will be at Sharon's tomorrow. Tomorrow night, I will be at Sharon's 6 p.m. Central tomorrow. We will be doing part 2 from yesterday. Thank you, Liz, for reminding me. So hopefully I'll see y'all or any of you there tomorrow.
There we go. So we will leave that one to mature. See what happens to it. It's looking quite interesting.
Oh, I thought you were going to flip it. I like that.
Yeah. That's looking quite interesting. The selling is working beautifully. Yeah. And I've got the white, so it's not quite so threatening. But I still want to try some in a
spray bottle.
In a spray bottle, yeah, with lots of high flow medium, so I can spray it. That's what I'd like to do.
Really cool, huh, Mariah?
And we'll call this last one. Okay, this is the end of the stream. We'll see what we've got here. Well, it's getting closer. It's not as interesting as Susan's, but it's definitely got a hint of it. Of course, I haven't got something with something all over. I've got gaps, you see.
Yeah, big gaps and no color in between.
Yeah. So that's why I was trying to get color with some of the others, you know, like this.
So if it were me, the way I see her, what she has there is trying to put the paper back down in the right place and actually got the paper down and then moved it like it slid.
That's what it looked like to me, yes. It must have had a fair bit of paint on it to allow it to move like that.
Yeah, exactly. So
and quite wet paint as well, done quickly. Now, I did want to have a play with these because I absolutely love these circles. But we'll have a play with those on Monday. Okay?
Okay.
Okie dokie, folks. Let's get us back on together. There we are.
Thank you, everyone, for sharing Friday afternoon with us.
Yeah, thank you for coming, everybody. If you've missed any of it, you can always do a rewind. There's my nice little bit of glory for going to my little journal. I'm going to widen this, obviously, but it was going to go there on my little thingy. But I've got to get rid of that horrible bright surface and turn it into a proper copper color. So there we go.
There we go. Now we're better. Okay.
Beautiful thing. What is that? Is that mind thing?
I don't know. I was just doodling with a pen and
Oh, there you go. Mind doodling. Okay.
neurographic. I don't know. I just kind of
That's the
wandered off
word. That's the
the other
word.
night. Okay.
I've
It
never
was
tried them.
fun. Thank you for everyone for being here. Head over to the shop and pick up some new stencils. And if you want to wait, Fran will be shipping those kooky critters and more planets
To
and
P&M,
things.
and then P&M will figure out what they need to do to adjust them to get them to work with their cutter, because they've got a different cutter to me. So, although I have actually lined up some lessons for me, well, a demonstration anyway, on the cricket maker in November. So I should have more of an idea.
Oh, good for you.
So even if I don't buy one, I should have more of an idea of what sort of things they can and can't do.
Yeah.
Because it's quite difficult sometimes when you've got one machine and they've got another and you don't quite understand why they can't do what you want them to do, or they can't understand why I can't do what they want me to do. Either way around. So it would be nice to have more of an idea of what their machine's capable of.
I'd be curious if Mariah or Brad could explain, is it more of a cutting issue or is it more of a Photoshop adjustment issue? Do you know what I'm saying?
Probably a Photoshop adjustment issue because of the different machine and its ability or lack of ability to cut in the same way that mine does. I mean, there are differences between them, and that's what I want to find out about.
I see. Okay.
Okay. So that's what we're up to. And look, I've got a lovely tissue here with lots of lovely bits on it. Colors. Ah. Amazing what you can get, isn't it? Sometimes.
Hey, it was a good day. It was a good day. You got some good colors and you made a good attempt at that. First half was determined. The second half was playtime. Yay.
Yes.
And you got your book together. Go bring your book up here.
Yep. Okay.
Bring your book up there. Show there you go. You got your rivets in there. You're off screen. Pull it down a little bit. There you go. You got your button made. Excellent.
And I'm going to be using this in some way as well. I don't know where, but I'd like it. I like it very much and I want to use it. So I shall have to put some, wax on that as well. Some Renaissance wax on there as well. And then I've got to fix the thingamy around it, haven't I? This. Go around it.
Yep. Okay, we're all saying goodbye. So we will see you Sunday morning at PM Artist Studio on YouTube. Be there.
Bye-bye.
Be square.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.